Welcome to a joyous edition of the Miami Heat Beat postgame show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, producer and co-founder Brian Goins.
Hey, yo,
what the fuck? We got Tiffany Meeks, reality check master.
Timeout. You nailed that. Holy shit.
We got Saucy Takes, Coach Lou.
You gotta move this shit around like the Brady Bunch.
We got Franky G, producer.
What to do, baby?
And we have a jacked Alphonse Sidney. What the fuck is going on over there?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What is, how, show the guns?
Did Brian go through puberty on that?
all in one note.
Alpha's redecorating. He's folding. He's taking down the Jimmy Butler jersey. The air very carefully, by the way.
Very for all of a sudden. How did that happen?
Wait, somebody play taps.
Wait,
somebody
be quiet. Be quiet.
Okay, Franky, you can start the show. Franky, go ahead, start the show.
You good, big dog? You good?
Yeah, start the show.
We've been rolling now. I'm sorry. This is all live.
It hurt. It's okay, Al.
Yeah.
It's okay.
James. Damn, Jimmy. Give me our breast. Just go ahead. If it hurts in my chest. All throughout my pectorals.
Just breathe, brother. Just breathe.
I ain't got no other jerseys. I'm not buying a Wiggins. I ain't buying no
Hell no.
Wiggins.
I mean, you invited Jimmy on to begin with, but okay.
Wiggins is a whack name for the backman jersey.
What about Kyle Anderson?
Actually, there is a Wiggins he could probably make for us. He was a former Raptor.
Kyle Anderson jersey might go nice. Listen, it's a lot of morning today. I miss my hermano. Welcome to the Heat Beat post-game show, podcast, whatever we're going on. Welcome our cast here. Appreciate everybody in chat. We have a lot of people on Twitch donating. We got inclined to agree, subscribe with Prime. If you !Prime in the chat to free subscribe, courtesy of Amazon Prime. Vane Hype gifted a tier 1 sub to Andrew Wiggins. And they also resubscribed at 49.
Is he really have a Twitch account? Is that like a legit one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Craig Dillinger resubscribed. Says bye-bye, Jimmy.
Always gets me.
I love you. You made a fucking mess of things on the way out. Glad for Tyler. Happy for Bam. Glad this mess is over. And Heat win. We have Jay Jock. Appreciate you. Says I'm glad they made something happen. And here we are at the end of the Jimmy Butler era. It ended unceremoniously. It ended with him going to Golden State, getting the money he wanted. He got that 2-year, pretty much close to max deal. Miami gets Andrew Wiggins in return, a protected first-round pick, and we'll go over those protections in a bit. And PJ Tucker comes from Utah, and also Kyle Anderson. And it is yet to be seen if Kyle Anderson, slow-mo, will stay on the Heat or not, and he goes out for a pick swap, a second-round pick swap, which that's a new one. I got to be honest with you. So we'll bring you every detail to these trades as they become available. Tiff, I'm going to kick it to you first. Instant reaction. How do you feel? It came in you called me. Gee, did they trade Jimmy? I'm driving.
Yeah, I was like driving and I looked at my phone and I was like, let me just call somebody. Honestly,
that's not safe. That's not safe, Tiff.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
It's better than checking Twitter for the news.
Exactly.
Props to you, Tiff. Hands
All I
free.
have to do
That's
is
what the
look
radio's
at the phone.
for.
Exactly. Listen,
Ew.
the radio.
Radio?
What radio station you tuned in?
Jesus,
Right,
Brian's
this
locked
is
in
ESPN
with Riley. That's where Pat gets his
radio.
news. That's why we're fucking
I don't listen to
17
no
years
damn
later.
radio.
Brian
Oh.
over here reading the newspaper in the car.
Brian
You
still
know
got to
what?
fucking push
I
his car to
actually
start.
have
He talking about a
A
radio.
newspaper column with Ethan Skolnick's face on it I've kept.
This motherfucker been talking extra. Read all about it, Tim.
Brian's car got a pump in the back. You got to step on it 3 times before it starts.
I mean, it's the one I have is the one where Dwayne Wade's.
Brian got a year-long subscription to the Miami Herald.
Brian,
I work for them.
Brian got to pull over to adjust
He's like,
his
I
antenna.
saved myself half off.
Brian
got a
got
roll-up window.
Brian got foil on his
I still got my
antenna.
immediate passes.
Brian pulled over.
Brian just found out we got LeBron James.
Brian
Just
said,
found
breaking news, I got to pull over get my antenna right.
Yo, did you guys hear that PJ Tucker signed for the mid-level exception?
Yeah, that's what Brian's on.
I mean, I could put up my PJ
We
Tucker
signed traded
jersey
for Kyle
now.
Lowry. Did
There
you
you
hear
go.
that?
I could do that.
I heard.
Listen,
I heard Victor Oladipo's coming back for the minimum.
Listen, it is
Make
what
sure
it
people get
is.
healthy.
Either you were like you're gonna keep him, everything was gonna be in disarray, or you were gonna take an offer. And like we played around in the chat for like 3 hours today. And every time I played around, I always came back and said, "It's PJ and the pick. It's Wiggins in the pick.
Wiggins
Are
in
we-
the
are
pick.
Are we happy? Because like at the end, we knew.
We've been saying y'all gonna eat this Wiggins in a pick.
Yeah, Alpha and I said it all day, back and forth. After we played with the KD thing, we just wanted to make people mad in the chat.
Wiggins in a pick.
That's it. Listen, I ain't seen Wiggins play in 42 months, so I don't know what he could do.
Dang.
But-
Shout out to Henry in the chat with the super chat.
Oh, who's Henry?
125.
Oh my God, Henry!
Filipino currency.
Hold up, that's my guy, Henry. Henry,
Oh, that's
what's
my
up?
guy.
How much is that in Squid Game's money?
Oh my god.
That's my guy,
Think about
Henry. That's my guy. Leave
We love
Henry
you,
up
Henry.
for a
No,
minute.
Henry is a great Heat fan.
Henry
Great
is the
Heat
Yeah.
fan.
backbone of Heat fandom.
Yes,
He's
leave
the
Henry
bedrock.
up for a minute. Yes,
Not for real. No, I'm talking about on Twitter, everything. Henry's nothing but positive, even when we all out here hating.
Yes.
But listen,
yeah. Shout out Henry.
but for real, Tiff and I have been saying all day, you're gonna get Wiggins in this first round pick, in that,
Eat it.
and you're
I
gonna
like it.
enjoy that stew, okay? And you ain't gonna get up from the table till you finish eating your food, okay? I know Ethan Skolnick and them wave some chicken nuggets, call Kevin Durant in your face, but you're gonna eat this goddamn stew that I made, okay? Like, because
Wigs too.
we are like, listen, the worst thing that could have happened to this fan base is the whole Kevin Durant thing resurfacing, right?
Mhm.
Because this fan base, like someone said in the culture networking chat, like this fan base does not know how to manage expectations. Because if you told them yesterday that you would get Wiggins in a first round pick, they would have been satisfied. But all of a sudden, the little Kevin Durant chitter chatter came around, and now everybody disappointed. Oh, Pat Riley failed again. Shut the fuck up. You was never getting Kevin Durant
Right.
for Jimmy Butler. You want to know why? Because it didn't make sense. You want to know why? Because it didn't make sense. You want to know why? Because it was a stupid fucking thing for a team to do. You don't trade
Exactly.
out Kevin Durant for Jimmy Butler, okay? Like it was
But
never
also,
gonna-
Alf, they wanted Kevin Durant, but then they didn't want to trade pieces for Kevin Durant.
Oh no, we had that fight in the chat all day. I'm not even gonna call out Lou and Frankie for some of the nonsense they was talking today.
Oh my god. Hold on,
Boy,
but
I'm
this is
telling y'all, if Nico Jovic,
Fight back.
Nico Jovic better be the next fucking Dirk Nowitzki the way these
Frankie,
motherfuckers
fight back.
I'm sorry, who was the best player on the court today? Nikola Jovic.
Okay, against the 76ers. The low, which we were in a fucking dogfight.
He scored more than Kevin Durant did, okay?
Dogfight it.
But
I
I never thought I was never living in fantasy
against one of the
land.
worst teams in the Eastern Conference.
I
You
was
were
never
never
living
getting
in
Kevin
fantasy
Durant.
land. We were
That was the point.
dealing with Nico
And-
Harrison.
And
Oh.
and then Lou thinks the next coming of Michael Jordan is going to be at 16 in the draft next year.
Shit, he might be, and I'm happy we got that fucking pick just in case. I'll tell you that. That's the
So-
best part of this deal.
What is that
Wiggins-
pick? How does that
it's-
work?
So it's
Brian?
gonna be a top 10 protected pick.
I'll let Lou explain it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let Brian explain the money things. I got no idea what the fuck goes on with that. But the pick is top 10 protected this year. If it lands somewhere in the top 10, the Warriors get to keep it. Same protections for next year. And if it happens again next year, it becomes unprotected in 2027.
Hey.
Most likely, we're just gonna get the pick. Like right now, the Warriors would be projected for like the 12th, 13th pick. So if they don't make the playoffs, we'll have a lottery pick somewhere between 11 and 14. Most likely, if they do make the playoffs, we'll probably have somewhere in the 15 to 17 range. So regardless, Tiff, we're going to get a pick this year. We don't have to go full out tank. A team is doing that for us. Or, like we don't have to make sure we don't win games to get this pick so it doesn't convey to
Which was never going to happen, Lou, because you've been
it's never
delusional.
going to happen. So now I'm happy.
You put the Lou and delusional with that shit.
The Lou and delusional. I like that shit. That shit bangs.
The delusional part was the
that kinda
Kevin Durant stuff. I never believed it was going to happen, but when I saw this tweet, I knew it wasn't going to fucking happen.
Yeah, Ethan really drove the stake.
Ethan at 5 Reasons Sports says this is why it pays to be patient. That hasn't always paid off for the heat of late, but maybe this time. I put that in our other chat. G, you saw that shit where I said,
did.
"Oh, well, that guarantees
It's
ain't
over.
happening."
It's not.
No,
happening.
it was funny because like right before the game, Ethan goes, "We just dropped the KD pod," and I was like, "Oof, this can't go."
That's a kiss of fucking death.
I was like, "Ooh."
Hey, take it down.
Had Alex out there. Yo,
That's like me
shout
hosting a
out to-
post game show.
Shout out to him, right?
Shout out to Henry
Hit
again,
right.
bro. Again, the bedrock
Hey.
of the community out here.
Henry, I
Love you,
don't
man.
know if he was talking about Brian's bad joke or addressing how much that is, but he said it was $2. So
That's not bad.
we
Lou,
love it. We love,
fuck
we
all
love
that
all the
shit.
support.
The
I'll take
whole
it.
Lou, the chat is asking why the fuck the beam ain't lit because this is a post game show.
That's a Heat
Right.
win.
And there was a game tonight
Shit.
and Heat
God
win.
damn, guys.
That's
There we go.
That's a Heat
We
win,
have
baby.
we're gonna turn it up just a little bit because the saga is over, guys. Like it's officially here. It took him 8 months to realize that we should probably have traded him in the summer. We probably could have gotten a better return in some way, shape, or form. But regardless, the way this whole situation played out, I think they did a good job. I think the only concern in this is why the fuck they got PJ Tucker instead of keeping Dennis Schroeder. But that's okay, I guess, for vibe's sake. I don't know. Somebody tell me, convince me
Because
otherwise.
they knew I
Brother,
called
yeah.
them and said I didn't want him.
Yeah,
no
that's
more guards.
probably what it
No
was.
more guards. I
We
can't.
we can't do it no more. Like
We can't
Oh
do guards. I
no,
can't.
no, you can't have Schrader and Terry on the same team.
no,
Oh, no,
absolutely
no.
not.
I get it, but my whole point is they're both expiring players. At that point, you take the younger guy and hope you get something
Who's-
out of him.
Which one is younger?
Who cares?
Schroeder.
He is. Who gives a shit? They're the same. Like, no, you can't.
I'm sorry, but like
the basketball gods won't allow them to coexist on the
No.
same team.
No.
Like it happened with Kemba Walker and Terry Rozier at one point, and the universe almost imploded. Like Adam Silver knows better than to have two motherfuckers like that on the same team. And listen, honestly, if you were sending out Terry for something and keeping Dennis Schrader, fine, but you cannot have both of them on the same team.
Oh, I agree, but I'm just saying, PJ, realistically, how much playing time are we expecting PJ Tucker to get?
This was never about the players you got in return.
I
guys.
agree.
It was never about that.
I agree. I'm just saying, why are we might as well get the younger guy?
I have a proposal. for
PJ
you.
starting.
No, hold
I
on,
don't know
wait a
what
second.
y'all talking about.
Lou,
I'm about to turn this fight off.
Tiff might be right.
Right, like
I'll tell
No,
you
I
why.
actually don't think so. I think they're probably.
Gee, you got to get control of
I
this
can,
show.
I can answer
Yeah, no, hold on.
why.
I think
I've
that they're
interrupted way too many times. You haven't even called on me for shit. I just
I
keep
haven't.
talking.
No, I'm just letting you cook.
I'm off this goddamn yak. That's the
Lou,
fucking
I
problem.
think that PJ is going to get the bench unit needs some defensive help, especially with kind of Wiggins probably going to move Duncan Robinson or somebody off. So they're going to have to reconfigure some minutes. And if he can give them 7 minutes of some wing, especially at the 3 and the 4, that he'll be able to play a little bit of both. I think that they want some minutes there, a guy who can theoretically space the floor for a little bit. So that I can see.
That guy's gonna be Haywood Highsmith. Like as soon as Wiggins goes
No,
into
and
the
he'll
starting
be there. He'll be important, and I think that as kind of
Wait, I stopped paying attention. Is G lobbying for PJ to actually play?
a little bit.
I'm not there for the vibe.
We're not doing that.
This is about.
Brian was kidding.
He
He's
came in for
not
the-
signing for the mid-level.
He came in for the Josh Richardson Memorial role. Like he ain't doing shit.
He's the new UD.
So I think he will play I think he will play.
what?
But the question is how much. The thing that I want to say is we were not that long ago from saying, oh, Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton.
He hasn't played this year.
You know what I mean? Like we
Wait, who said
were
that? Wait,
we
who
were
said
talking
that?
about that potentially being a deal for Butler at one point. And the fact that they ended up without having to take Beal's shitty contract, and Miami really handled this poorly from the jump. And I've been pretty consistent from the start of this whole saga that the Heat should have traded him in the summer if they didn't intend to pay him. And after everything that happened, I think that a return of a 29-year-old who has a couple years under contract, and a first round pick that kind of A, helps them trade stuff, B, gives them another player in a draft that is apparently good, and get to a cost control guy for the next 6-7 years if they like him. They can draft a point guard, which they need now that they have really addressed their big issue, because now they have 2 really good centers that they could play, and now they could use their draft equity to find that point guard. Instead of keeping Dennis Schroeder, you could actually find a point guard that could help you, and you have 2 cracks at the you have 2 bites at the apple. So I think that given everything that happened, Frankie, they made out a lot better than any of us thought they would this morning. Well, that's not true. People thought they were getting Kevin Durant yesterday morning.
Yeah, this is about what I expected. The pick is good.
Right.
They didn't get anything really else. Like Wiggins is decent.
It's fine. It's a fine return considering you were in the shit.
Yeah, like they got salary relief, which Goins can get into, and they're still looking to get more teams involved after the Toronto didn't want to take slow-mo anymore. But yeah, like Wiggins is a useful player. He can defend. He helps you in a way that differently from Highsmith defensively, because he's better at guarding up. So he's like, if you go small, you can play him at the small ball 4, and he really has the size and the strength, and you're not giving up rebounding with Wiggins. So that he brings that to the table. He's been a really good shooter from deep this season. Has been a poor finisher, but he's got athleticism. You're not going to ask him to handle the ball. You're going to ask him to cut, get feet offensively, running transition, and not much more you can ask. And then in the future, you can, if you don't see him as a big part, he's going to be useful for trades too.
He has a 2026 option, which I think is interesting that he may or may not take. I think we're not. It's too far in the future.
PJ Tucker has not played this season.
PJ Tucker has not. He's not. I doubt that.
Oh my God.
I doubt that man has set foot in Utah. Wise decision, I will say. Brian, can you really quick explain what happened with Kyle Anderson, aka Shlomo?
You want me? I feel like I want to piggyback off the conversation about why they took they didn't take Dennis Schroeder and they took PJ Tucker instead. I mean, right now, what kind of transpired is that Golden State basically sent all the players that they sent out, which was Lenny Waters III. They sent out Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, all these players that Miami was basically trying to reroute to other teams. They basically just told Miami, here's all the players. Now it's your job to go figure out how you want to, reroute them. So Miami's basically been calling all these other teams. They figured out a deal with Detroit in order to send out Josh Richardson and Lenny Waters III. They made a deal with Utah to basically swap the contracts of PJ Tucker and Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is currently projected to make, he's making $13 million this year. PJ Tucker is making much less. He's making $2 million less. And then obviously they were hoping with Toronto's help that they were going to absorb Kyle Anderson's contract completely to their non-taxpayer mid-level exception. But obviously, some sort of miscommunication happened, similar to what happened with Goran Dragic in Dallas a couple years ago in that sign trade deal with Jimmy. So now that part of the deal has been nixed. But had it not been nixed, say basically they were able to make that work with Toronto and they got Dennis Schroeder instead of PJ Tucker, they would have been over the luxury tax by $68,000. I know it's not a lot, but it definitely puts them over luxury tax, and that still counts towards the repeater tax, years going forward, if that's the goal that they're trying to get with this trade, which it seems like that was what they were, intending to do. So swapping the contract for Dennis Schroeder and PJ Tucker got them under the luxury tax at one point until Toronto kind of pulled back on the deal.
This is all Masai Ujiri's fault. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, in a way, but they can still expand the trade. It's not finalized just yet. There's still a trade deadline tomorrow till 3 p.m. So they're working on deals potentially to still reroute whatever type of contracts to get them under the luxury tax. So currently in Miami, and I've been tweeting this out today. Let me just pull back up. So originally they were poised to be under the luxury tax by $907,000. And they were basically they're going to be players in the buyout market because they're in the first apron as well with that. Had they been able to successfully salary dump Kyle Anderson, they would have an open roster spot. They would have been able to basically get any player that would have been bought out in the buyout market. So, I mean, I don't know who would have been available. Maybe Chris Middleton, Ben Simmons, doubt Lonzo Ball now because he just signed an extension today. But, maybe they could have been players for any of those type of guys on the buyout market. Right now they can't because they're over the first apron.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. So
not
that was before. Now this is the aftermath of Toronto pulling back out. So because they pulled out, Miami is now $7.87 million over the luxury tax, $3.1 million over the first apron. Their luxury tax bill is now $12.4 million, and their trade exception that was going to be $11 million is now down to 2.2. But they also got one for Josh Richardson. That's like $3 million. So yeah. Wait to see.
Okay, just checking. I was just checking.
Yeah, we almost had Kevin Durant, guys. I was like so
prepared.
prepared. Like I have the hat that he wore in the Olympics. I'm wearing my Team USA shirt. Like I was so prepared for a Kevin Durant show where I was going to break down how we're going to make it happen. I was tweeting out earlier today, all these different.
Alf.
Was he going to ruin the Kevin Durant show too?
I don't know. He just wouldn't stop.
Oh my god!
ISO ball.
He just
Of course, you guys don't care. It's PJ fucking.
Bro, he got me at $68,000 over the cap. I was like, that's too much.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't listen to. I
don't know. I still don't understand.
What do you want me to do?
He said $68,000.
But it's not like Batman.
Next time, Brian, really just do it like Kevin from The Office.
I was like, that shit sounds like an accounting error. Like, why are we talking about? No,
Like,
I'm
just
sorry.
money good, money bad. We in trouble.
Money's
That's
bad
it.
right now. I'd still say.
Okay, there we go. We got it.
Chat
They
thread, you can see the
don't
light
even
in
have that much
Brian's
cap
eyes.
space. If Luka became a free agent, I'm kind of pissed off about that. With Nikola Jovic, he has a $13.3 million
Cap hold.
cap hold in 2025-6.
All
Now
right.
Andrew Wiggins
Yeah.
got
Okay. There's
Yeah.
cap holes and then
We
there's
need to
the monies
listen.
and-
I think I have an idea. He's still
Well,
talking.
the
He's
fuck are
still
we gonna
fucking
get?
talking. You can see in the
Fucking
green room.
aprons.
He just keeps going.
first aprons, and then there's a fucking outdoor deck.
Look,
The maid.
If
Okay,
there's
I-
one
I
There's a
thing,
maid.
there's-
There's a maid.
if there's a positive note,
There's the
like-
third stocking cap.
yeah. I
Fucking-
don't know. I think the only decent thing in terms of like just like Kyle Anderson like having to come here, even though like there's nothing good about it, is that his last year on his contract is non-guaranteed. So therefore we could just waive him and nothing happens. So technically he's expiring in 2026 if we want to trade him like that. That's all it is.
Who gives a fuck?
Shmeethan Schmolnick in the chat says Brian hid calculators under his mattress as a kid.
No, okay, can we actually talk about some basketball shit?
I want to
Okay.
actually talk about Wiggins because obviously, like,
No, but
he's-
see, you want to talk about Wiggins at the nail. I just want to talk about like highlights.
no, moron. Wiggins not going to be at the nail. Wiggins going to be on the.
Oh my fuck,
He's gonna be in Paris.
Sam's at the nail, dumbass.
Oh, take Frankie out. Take Frankie out.
I don't even. What
Take
did he say?
What did he say?
Frankie said he gonna be in Paris.
That's a joke strictly for us.
Strictly for the chat.
That's from the chat. It's from the chat.
No, but like legit, like there's two questions I want to ask. Who does he start over? Right. I think there's actually three ways to look at this.
Who,
Do they
PJ
bring
Tucker?
Nico into the starting lineup and then play Wiggins at the 2, or does Wiggins start over Duncan, or does Wiggins start over Haywood?
What is his natural position?
I think he's a 3-2.
He's a 3.
I think he's a 3.
Can play the 4.
So to me, it's a natural fit to start him over Haywood because he's a better Haywood. But the idea of Bam, Ware, Wiggins, and Haywood intrigues the fuck out of me. Now I know none of them command the kind of attention from 3 and have the kind of spacing that Duncan does. But Tyler's out there, and Wiggins and Haywood are good 3-point shooters, right?
Yes.
Are they going to demand the kind of attention that Duncan does? I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But does defensively, does what they can bring to the table, does that make up for it? I just think it's like there's really cool things they can do now that they have all these guys in the fold.
Spo has. This is where I'm like, okay, Spo, go play. Go give us 5 or 6 different
Don't play
combinations.
too
of
much
shit.
because he
Oh.
played. All of a sudden, Pella gonna be the fucking center.
No,
I
but
already
I
started
think-
him in the G League as center. His only
right, but I think this is the opportunity though. Spo can like run a couple of different lineups and see, because you don't know how Wiggins is even going to play with these guys. So this is the opportunity to put him in. Honestly, I would probably put him in at the 2 first because maybe that helps Tyler.
To me, I don't think I think, like you said, you should be able to play with it. I don't think there's really a wrong answer.
No,
there
is a wrong answer.
I'm excited about the versatility. Like, I'm excited about the fact that it didn't go.
There is a wrong answer.
Mm-hmm.
There is a wrong answer.
Oh, starting at the 4 is the wrong answer. Which
started Terry.
Oh,
yeah,
like,
but that's not even on the multiple choice right now, Tiff. You gotta write in E.
You don't know that.
There's no way.
You don't know. Just had a good game. You don't know.
Exactly.
Spo might have lost his fucking mind after this.
Exactly. We might go Terry, Tyler, Wiggs.
No, please.
And I'm going Kendrick Lamar. Turn the TV off.
To answer your question,
To
answer your question, Alf, that lineup that they're currently running, Bam, Duncan, Haywood, Tyler, and Ware, it's coming into tonight, 66 minutes. It's a -5. So they shouldn't be married to that, and it's been pretty bad defensively.
I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Which is why, and the fact that it's bad defensively tells me that switching out Wiggins for Haywood is not just like a fix, right? Because Haywood's a very good defender. Wiggins is a better defender, in my opinion, but you're still lacking there. Which is why I would consider putting him at the 2 and putting Duncan off the bench. My only problem was if either Haywood or Duncan go to the bench, Spo forgets they exist.
Well, we need to see them play a good team.
Oh, we don't want to see that.
No, that's how you that's how you find out who can do what. They haven't really played a good team in a while, right? So
didn't they just play the Cavs?
Yeah, but just talk about one.
Yeah.
Right? No, I was serious.
No, okay, I know.
I'm
just saying. I think it helps. It helps Spo see what he has when they actually play a really good team. And then you got
Hornets more. We need more Hornets games.
And you got all these guys.
The Bulls,
because I'm gonna say something, and then I'm probably gonna get the chat gonna probably shit on me, and I'm just gonna go to bed anyway. But I need to see, now that we got Ware and Bam, I need to see it against a good team.
I don't want to see
because the Joel list 76ers,
even with
that doesn't tell me anything.
I mean, Ware didn't score a point today, so
Bronx Joker said just a few real defenders left, but it's not enough. Turn the TV off. That's a banger.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think?
To your guys' point, like the question about like where does Wiggins fit in? So historically, and more so this season, he's typically been a 3. This is the most 4 he's ever played, literally in his career ever. But he's been a comfortable.
Please no 4.
Yeah, but he's been he still plays the 3 60% of the time compared to 40 at the 4. This is the most he's ever done. So I do think he's a natural fit at the 3. I would like to just see him in for Highsmith because I feel like you need somebody else with some kind of athleticism to really make that pop. And sometimes the offensive lineups with Highsmith along with the other guys, like Highsmith he's not as much of a volume 3-point shooter as Wiggs. So I would like to see that first. I do get the whole appeal behind Duncan going to the bench. I just think you need Duncan to help aid Tyler with the ball. Like, because we've seen him get a little loosey-goosey these last games with the turnovers. It's been kind of scaring me. So I think more Duncan would help him. Like, more Duncan next to him would help him. Yeah, obviously. But we got PJ Tucker, Tiff. Like, that's my whole, like, what the fuck are we doing here? But anyways,
he's gonna clap really loud though. He's gonna clap really.
Oh no, the best teammate.
Do you guys think they're done? Do you guys think they're done?
I don't think they're done.
I think they're gonna try to get Kyle Anderson somewhere.
Dude, are you kidding me?
They're gonna move heaven and earth to do.
Pat Riley has never been this awake.
We're keeping Wiggins.
I had that same thought. I wonder because I mean his deal goes past 2026. So
right. Like, that's why I was wondering why if the whole point was to not take extra salary,
No, but I think at this point, like we would have known by now. There would have been another
Yeah.
team involved. You know, they
Okay.
would have. Yeah,
I think they're keeping Wiggins. I think they like Wiggins, and I see why they would. Honestly, Wiggins is a good player. Like, let's
Six,
not.
eight, 6'8" forward, solid two-way guy. Like even per like his synergy stats, like he's good at literally everything. The only thing he's not good at is finishing around the rim. In particular in layups,
no.
but in
Which
transition,
is
he's
something we need.
yeah, that's fine. But he's a great catch and shoot 3-point shooter, which we also need. We don't have enough of those. I'm just saying, like it could be worse. He's a plus. He's got plus size, plus athlete, plus defender, plus shooter. Shit could be better, but also shit could be worse. We could have just been with nobody there.
So
playing.
an interesting thing is that they have 15 guys on the roster right now, and I think in the world that they didn't have Kyle Anderson, as Brian said, like they would have been able to get a guy in the buyout market. So Lonzo Ball got extended today, like in the last 2 hours.
Because the
So
Bulls
he's off
are-
the market. So I think he fans
No.
who really wanted him.
He can still be traded.
No, but he can't be bought out. Like is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
about out, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
to go from like being a buyout candidate to being extended is
what the
Right.
fuck are they
wild.
doing? What a
It's weird.
dumbass fucking team. I hate them, bro.
The
They're fucking
Bulls are
stupid.
so weird,
Just
and
so
they
fucking
beat
stupid.
us, by the way.
They beat us by 9.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't have Wiggins. I mean, Wiggins.
No, you're right.
Wiggins
Or
changed
slow-mo,
the-
or PJ off the bench.
Because we had to go. We
Or,
got
or,
to go
or
crazy.
PJ starting.
Two
What's-
for-
started.
we had 2 for
What's
carry
Wiggins'
out.
PJ
game?
started.
Like I haven't watched him in like probably 2 years. Like
Get to the rim,
because
beat you off the dribble, just like a
what's
like a
the
wing.
catch? What's the catch and shoot? Like can he?
Yeah,
I
he-
got you. I'll
he-
pull it
he's
up
a
for
good
you.
Catch and shoot shooter. He's
Do-
shooting about 38% overall from 3.
Do you need the
mid-range.
stats, Tiff? I got you. Catch and
If you
shoot.
know what's intriguing about Wiggins is essentially offensively having the same year as Jimmy was, efficiency wise, on
Mhm.
higher volume threes
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
with much better defense, right? So now he does not reach Jimmy's ceiling. But when we were actually a little bit intrigued by the Heat this season, that the offense was running really well, Jimmy was playing really well, and they were sitting around the 4th to 5th seed. Wiggins is giving you that, okay, with better defense. Now, they're not better than they would be if Jimmy was fully engaged and healthy.
Right. Right.
But they are better tomorrow than they were today. Like, they are a better team, right? And if they're sitting at the 6th seed, you would hope that this could propel them to solidly stay in the 6th seed and out of the play-in or into the 5th seed. And, like, I don't think the 4th seed is within reach.
Yeah.
Man said it pick Wiggins help Terry out. What?
He said Wiggins could help Terry out.
To do what?
Terry.
You know who's gonna help Terry out? PJ Tucker. He's gonna get that chair right comfy right next to him on that fucking.
No,
bench.
Come here, young fella.
But realistically, what Wiggins brings to this team is what they've lost since Jimmy started acting like an asshole.
Yeah, and to
With
Tiff's
better
point,
defense and higher volume threes.
39% catch and shoot 3-point shooter this year, 45% when he's open, 35 when he's contested. He can shoot the fucking ball. Like he's good in transition. He's
And
good off the
willing.
handoff stuff and
Tiff
willing,
willing.
exactly,
Right.
which is what we need.
Not to just troll on a fucking one-legged three in the corner. Like he is a better player than Jimmy was for them this year. I don't care. Yeah, I know.
By the way, just a little fun fact.
I know G's gonna say something about the fucking nail and horns and pick and rolls.
I think defensively that's just a win.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
defensively, he's got a lot more juice for sure.
But even offensively, they've been the same guy this season.
I think Jimmy switch busts that is more valuable to Miami's offense than what
He
Wiggins
what?
gives. Like Jimmy can get like a small guy on a switch and
No,
really,
what did you call it?
switch bust? Like could
You made that
switch
shit
bust.
up.
No,
No, there's no way.
That's a thing. Yeah.
Lou, have you ever heard of that before?
No, I've never heard that in my life.
You
Lou,
fucking
Frankie, have you
idiot.
ever heard of switch bus before?
I don't even want to address it. It doesn't feel like the right month to.
What do you mean by that?
I want to know what you mean by that.
You've never heard that term before?
No.
Frankie said
made
you ain't
that
getting me canceled.
I think it's so funny that today may be the first time somebody listens
Frankie
to
took
my
himself out.
took himself out. Today is probably the first time that somebody's listening to this podcast, and I'm glad that this is what you get.
I just wanted to point the Heat with Haywood Highsmith in the starting five, like the same starting five, like -8 net rating. If you take Highsmith off and you put literally anybody else in, +30. Like
What? Damn.
A big difference.
That
And
hurts because
And the
love
best
it.
one, and the best one is the one that was there with Jimmy Butler, which was only there for like 5 minutes, but they were fucking sensational. So
Speaking of switch bust,
Oh my god,
Nope.
Welcome
Nope.
back, PJ.
that's
Tucker.
Terry. I'm sorry.
Nope.
It's great for the pod audience.
It's a picture of Dwayne Wade's statue.
It's so
Take it
bad.
down.
It's like a
statue.
jump
The
scare every
statue
time
or
I see it.
or the screen share?
Or the switch bust.
Him acting like it's a. Jesus
I've
Christ.
never heard that in my life, G.
No,
Yo,
he made
somebody
that up,
said
bro. Like he made
Jimmy
it.
Butler.
You're getting in your fucking
Yo, they
Stephen
said
A.
Jimmy
Smith
Butler
bag with the
and the
vocab.
Shawshank Redemption.
That's
Jimmy gonna get to that, and he gonna see how shitty it is over there. He's gonna be like that guy in the beginning. I'm
know
not
what?
supposed to be here.
You
Was
know what
that
I
the-
love?
was
You
that
know
the
what I
full
love
match?
about Switch Bus? It's like no matter what I said, G was gonna find some random fucking stat, right? to fucking rebut what I said.
Switch buster.
So he was like, "Let me pull out Switch Bus."
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah, sure.
He's good at attaching switch. Funny enough, what you just said, Kevin Love posted a Shawshank Redemption video on his Instagram 2 minutes ago
That's funny.
and said Jimmy Butler and the Shawshank Redemption.
I don't think we're able to play that, are we?
Probably
No,
not.
you.
That's-
I wouldn't play that. Morgan Freeman gonna come for his money.
Yeah.
You better not.
Here, you can watch 2 seconds on
Nah,
that.
man,
Wait,
friend-
is it the clip at the end?
You
Wait, is
owe
it
me
Jimmy
money.
crawling through a pile of shit for
I mean,
free?
it's not actually Jimmy, but like it's
No, but
He
how did I
crawled
figure
through a
out that was
pile
the
of
clip?
shit to
Yeah.
get his extension? Then took his
He's
ass
been
to
switch bussing
Guantanamo.
for 17
Jimmy Butler did
Now-
like it already.
Get busy living or get busy
living.
dying.
It's
Get
been
busy trading or
75
get
days.
busy dying.
Jimmy liked it, and it was just posted
Yes,
3
man.
minutes ago. He must have Kevin Love on
You're
notifications.
damn right.
Can we
Get
talk
busy
about?
trading or get busy suspending?
75 days since he last saw the sunlight and found his joy.
What you say, fuzzy butchers?
So
It's
he's
hard
got
for a
the
man out
sunny
here
state of-
suspended.
Yo, we gotta stop. G never even seen this movie. Go ahead,
seen
G.
this
What you
movie.
want to talk about?
Some
See,
switch
you
busting.
Um,
They
Because
only
he been
talk
switch
about that
busting.
movie like 100 times every year on the Levitar show.
I mean, I know what the movie's about. I've never seen it.
G, just imagine it's two schoolgirls
No,
in Japan.
Wear blue and white,
with tennis
Outfits.
outfits on. Okay,
but they don't play tennis.
It's been 75 days since I last found my joy. And now today, I have found it along with 121 million reasons to be happy.
Finding joy is hard for a man on suspension.
I'm sure this is hilarious.
It is.
Hanging out with Ernie the
feels
man
like a-
every day.
Oh, man, he's Sam Esfandiari's problem now.
Is he the Ira of Warriors beat coverage?
No, he's the.
I love how G found the most obscure reference. Says what's his name?
Sam
You
Esfandiari.
can't-
What do you mean?
you
Sam
can- you can
Esfandiari?
pronounce
That's
Sam-
the biggest Warrior podcast. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Niche.
That's pretty niche. I mean, it's a
Let's
word.
fucking
think-
let's
you
poll
think the
let's
Lightyears
poll the
podcast
chat.
is-
How many people know who Sam
That guy
Esfandiari is?
hired us. We wouldn't be on
But
Blue
you
Wire
ain't
if it
seen
wasn't
fucking
for that guy.
Shawshank Redemption.
That guy is why we're in Blue Wire.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out
what's the
Sam
name?
Estefan.
Whose sister is Gloria?
Hey,
Gloria?
I got a picture of
You don't know
G's
Andy
girlfriend. I got a picture of G's girlfriend when he pulled out the switch buster move.
I miss him so much.
You know, we could technically get him off the buyout market.
He
if we
broke a
did that.
God,
headboard that night,
him.
Frankie.
The buyout market.
Ah.
We need to focus on where the fuck Kyle Anderson's going to go before we touch a buyout market.
Before we do that, I want to. Did you guys see when the Heat bench learned of the trade?
No, I actually did. I haven't been able to actually watch the video.
Well, Frankie has the video, and it's
Let's go.
really. I want you to pay attention to two things. One, Kevin Love asking this fan follow-up questions. Two, Jaquez processing if he's in the trade or not. Frankie, can you roll it?
Dennis Schroeder, and Andrew Wiggins. We robbed them. First round pick, protected.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it right now and bring it to the
No, they didn't give out the ear. No.
Wait, are you kidding?
I swear to God.
Please tell me.
Tyler dapped up Hyman like we made it.
God, not lying.
We made
Yo.
it, big dog. Tyler dapped up Hyman said, "Shit, we not in it, bro." It's a shame.
Yeah.
Megan, can you run that part back?
Listen, he dapped him up, and Kevin loved talking about protections.
It's something special when you got to ask if you're in it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what? Hawkeye, look at that, man. Like, am I going to Golden State?
Tyler's not worried. He's happy.
No, my
and then-
favorite is assistant coach saying, "Kevin, stop." Like,
Right.
Kevin.
It's not like when you
Kevin.
got into the league. There's cameras everywhere. Like,
Exactly.
Kevin's like, what are those
Kevin's
protections?
like, I don't have to worry about it. I got veto rights.
Kevin doesn't give a fuck.
he really don't give a fuck.
He don't.
No,
He
Kevin, when he found out it was top 10 protected,
That ass.
That was Lou. That was actually Lou.
That was
Live,
me.
literally us.
that live look at Lou.
Well, you should be in the draft beat. Don't, but
No.
it was
I don't
happy
wanna
in
be
there.
I can't. I don't want more. I interact with Moose enough. I don't need more Alex
That's
Musabay
fair.
in my life.
That's
the,
fair.
the amount I have is more than enough.
I couldn't believe me and Moose agreed on some shit today
Yeah,
about
that's
Kevin
honor.
Durant. Because y'all lost y'all fucking minds talking about some Nico is a deal breaker.
Drip drop.
nobody said he was a deal breaker.
A couple of y'all was acting like
You
Nico
said
was a
you
deal
said
breaker.
let's go all in on the team that squeaked by the Joel Embiid list, Philadelphia 76.
Who said go all
Kevin
in?
Durant? Fuck
Kevin
yeah.
Durant is an all-in move. I'm sorry.
Wait, Nico and a draft pick is an all-in move?
No, that was never gonna happen. It was gonna be more than that.
None of it was gonna happen.
Yeah, Kevin Durant was never gonna happen.
None of it was gonna.
None of it was gonna happen. We
Yeah.
was all talking hypothetical.
This ruined it.
You know what's funny?
Dropping a pod mid-game ruined it.
I saw that today at 3, and I texted in my other group chat. Yeah, this is over. We're not getting him.
Our Discord.
I
our
love how
Discord,
y'all
kid you
come
not,
on
they
here
all
and
said
y'all
it at the
always
same
got to
time.
throw around my other group chat. Like, who y'all think y'all are? Y'all big ballers?
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
no, this is just with the homies. This is like a personal iMessage chat.
My group chat with Ryan Cortez and Rohan Nadkarni.
It's not an interesting chat to.
You forgetting someone?
Oh, you're in it too, bro.
Gee, he tried to not
Thanks for the
remember
invite.
you.
Fucking.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
gonna-
break down the salary cap
No,
for
my-
you guys.
Lou, you
I-
smoking your,
those are things I
like
get.
my other
at me,
group
Louis.
chat.
Nope. My favorite is when G puts something in that chat like he's got some inside source, and then the motherfucker tweets it out like 3 minutes later. Like, I found G's source, and it's the same motherfucker every single time, by the way.
Sometimes it's a
Canada?
different
Yeah, I know.
motherfucker. Sometimes
Somehow G snuck into some fucking industry
Nothing
group
wrong.
chat.
We all know.
give you the scoops. I want to talk a little bit, but as we get out of here,
About the nail?
about Jimmy. I mean, we can listen. Chat asked for the nail, and I think Wiggins as
Put a cord
perimeter
up, G.
defender is going to really help. Kind of Miami's defense at the nail, especially with Bam. No,
What's
I
he
want to
gonna
talk
do
about
with
Jimmy.
horns?
Wiggins can be the ball handler in horns. They could do horns with two
I thought y'all
guards.
said he couldn't dribble.
Wiggins. He can pick him up.
How about Spain pick and rolls? Yeah, tell me more about that. Spread pick and
So
rolls.
I want to talk about Jimmy because
So,
we haven't talked a
Just
lot
Jared
about.
says, switch busted at the nail. The name of this fucking pod better be Switch Bust.
Switch bust.
And then poll the fucking audience who's ever heard of Switch
no,
Bust.
one know
Andrew
what the fuck we're
Wiggins.
talking about, and it's all about the trade.
So I got a clip.
Let's say
of that
Giancarlo
conversation.
nail.
Nail.
God, it feels good for this
It feels
fucking
good
thing to
to-
be over, don't
It
it?
feels good to laugh.
Oh my God.
I found my joy back, guys.
I got
We
my
really
joy.
did.
By the way, listen, Heat fans, I know the last few weeks have been shitty. Fucking Jimmy has been annoying and all this stuff. But can we stop? Can we not do the thing where we erase everything good he ever did?
Right.
Like
right.
to me, like at the end of the day, when I saw Jimmy get to Golden State and then he got his extension and got his money, it made me really fucking happy. First of all, because he's out of the Eastern Conference, right? And then second of all, it's like, yo, that man gave us some of the most joyous fucking moments we've ever had as Heat fans. And okay, the way he left wasn't great. But you know what? The fucking organization didn't treat him very fucking well either. Like Pat running his fucking mouth in press conferences. Like as much as you think it's cool because we always root for the bosses for some reason because we forget that half the time the rest of us are fucking employees and we wouldn't like our boss talking to us that way.
Mhm.
We forget about that shit. And listen, I'm not blaming 100% on the front office, 100% on Jimmy. I think everybody fucked up. But at the end of the day, Jimmy brought us so many great fucking moments. Hangover Time was built on the back of Jimmy fucking Butler in deep playoff runs, okay? I cannot thank Jimmy Butler enough for the joy he brought me. Like the joy this team brought us through COVID in the fucking bubble. Like it was a miserable fucking time. We were all stuck in our goddamn houses fucking cheering on Jimmy Butler and this Heat team. So I do want to say, like, Heat fans, remember the good times. Like, yes, the way it ended kind of sucked, but it's fucking over. Like, let's not carry this fucking angst and all this bullshit about Jimmy. Like, Jimmy deserves to get his fucking jersey retired. Jimmy's on the Mount Rushmore of fucking Heat players of all fucking time. Like, let's remember all that shit. I don't care how it ended. Shaq went out nasty too. But we don't remember that shit because social media wasn't as prevalent at the time. So that's all I'm gonna say. Jimmy Butler, you good with me, bruh. I'm rooting for fucking Golden State as my Western Conference team for the rest of the fucking year. First of all, I love that franchise. I love Steph. But please, Heat fans, do not be a shitty fucking fan base and appreciate everything Jimmy Butler did for us. Anyway, back to my drinking.
I mean,
hey, what a fucking speech. We got to put that on Twitter.
The 2020 finals playing LeBron to a push. I mean, the performance where he's hunched over.
The Buck series.
The Buck series.
Series. Like, nothing else needs to be fucking said.
Just the Buck series.
Honestly, and that Buck series is one of the worst things that ever happened to this fucking franchise.
Yeah.
The switch busting.
Run it back harder.
So much switch busting.
Dude, you know how many switches he busted?
He busted all the switches.
He
busted the switch so bad it went to fucking Boston.
It was like switch bust.
I mean, listen, we all saw what he did to Drew Holiday. I mean, that's a switch bust.
Yeah, send him to Boston.
We all switch busted when he did this.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god,
look at that stat line.
56
points.
I just switch busted right now.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, word?
What'd you say now, Tiff?
Lou.
We definitely got our joy back. This has been one of the best shows of the season.
Show of the year.
Let me call Brad. What's he
I
doing
haven't
right
been
now?
on air crying in a long time,
Oh
y'all.
man, I'm
From
so glad I
laughter.
don't have to do no more fucking rants about the offseason and when they should have traded Jimmy. Shit,
It's
I
over
just
now.
want to fucking talk about the goddamn game and switch busting.
And we didn't even talk about the goddamn game tonight. And guess what?
They won.
They won. Eric Reed
won.
pretended for 3 quarters that nothing happened until Will Manso broke the silence on
You
air.
guys should follow Shams on Twitter.
Dude, I switch busted right there from laughter. It was incredible. Eric Reed's been on an all-time run this year.
I remember there was a point in the game. I can't remember. Somebody did something, and Karate was like, "What are you doing?"
It was Tyler going up on one on 4 in the break, got ripped.
I was like, "Yo, these cats is unhinged tonight." Like,
He spoke for all of us on that.
everybody's fucking tired. They're tired of Tyler Hero fucking 4th quarter turnovers. Like,
I love Tyler. He's had a great year. That motherfucker does the dumbest shit from time to time.
no, honestly, he's been so fucking good at ball security all season. And like this last week, this motherfucker lost his mind.
He made the All-Star team and just got loose.
And he decided, fuck it.
You know what? He needs a break.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He really does. He
That
needs this
motherfucker
break
never been
coming
this
up.
uninjured.
Hey,
He just don't know what to do.
His toll on him.
Man, knock on wood, bro.
He like, we playing
Oh, yeah.
again?
Right?
God damn.
Damn. I just played yesterday.
shit.
It's like 82 games.
Right.
Like, yo, you wildin'.
You know his
83 was
fucking
the All-Star game.
legs are done.
He's over here
Y'all
like,
was doing this. Y'all was doing this without me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly.
He's like,
Shit,
I ain't
I'm
playing these goddamn
sorry.
playoffs. Fuck out of here with that.
Damn, 36
I'm
minutes
fucking
today too.
I mean, some back to back.
How many minutes is he getting?
Who does that? Who does that? Not
He should-
Joel.
Hey, he sure could use that week off, but he want to go to the All-Star game.
He,
I mean, how many
He
minutes
ain't
is he
gonna-
really
I-
playing?
I don't think he's gonna play like that. I think he'll get in for a little bit. He
don't
ain't
nobody
gonna.
play hard.
Nah, they not
The
playing
3-point
hard.
contest he'll do, I think.
I hope
He gonna do
does.
what?
The 3-point contest.
He
Let
better
him have-
3-point his ass, sit down somewhere.
You
we need
better
those
switch
three.
bust your ass
we-
to the bench.
Right, we need those threes for the second half of the season. No,
Gotta
sit
relax.
down.
This isn't like the home run derby.
Can we talk
You see
about Pella's defense on Max?
Can I talk about Pella for a second?
Go ahead.
I
Ain't
have
no
not
one
got
switch
to.
busting him.
Look at Frankie took Lou out because
This
Lou was his time to
motherfucker.
shine.
I turned up the goddamn beam and Frankie took me off. Go
I
I
ahead.
wanna
want to
say
see you
something-
switch bust on camera.
Because we talk about switch bus. I just want to
Hey,
say
yo.
something about Pella. I'm sorry, and it's all y'all guys, but I don't give a shit. He got the best body on the team.
Hey,
Like,
Pause.
I'm not. Pause.
Play. Shit, go.
Nah, I got
I
yes,
pause.
play. Why am I pausing?
okay. It was,
It's a terrible use of word pause.
Right.
That chat says he's built well.
it was just me to
Like a
myself.
fucking BMW.
No, but Tiff, I feel you. You know what's funny? When you have one of these little guards cooking you, and you keep putting Haywood on him because Haywood does guard down very well, but some of these little motherfuckers too shifty, right?
Yep.
Pella is very, very good at getting down to that level and making their lives hell. Now Maxie gonna do
Right.
what
He gonna do whatever. Yeah.
but make his life a little hard.
Yeah.
And I think he did an excellent job of making his life
Yeah.
hard tonight.
Yeah.
I like him. He, like I said, he's got a good body. And you know what's funny? When I watched him warm up, I watched him talk to vets, which, like, some people might not understand that, but I think that's a big deal that he was talking to people, he was communicating, he's shooting around. Like, you can see this kid wants to be better.
That's why PJ Tucker is gonna help.
Yep.
Like, not
Yeah.
even joking. Like, he's a vet who's been around, played every kind of defensive coverage. You know, he knows a lot about the league, a lot the scouting reports. Like, he's gonna help out there, and he has Spo's trust already and Bam's trust, so he'll fit right in and be that voice. You know, Kevin Love keeps it light.
Love is too
PJ gets on the
silly.
ass.
Kevin Love too silly with his shit.
Yeah.
We need somebody- we need
Love is for
somebody-
the levity, Tucker's for the toughness, you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
They need
like-
somebody that they're afraid of in the locker room.
Yeah. Somebody with the passion, and that's what he's gonna bring.
Y'all gonna find out PJ probably don't got his joy either.
I think
He's
he's
like, I'm
happy to
gonna
be back
play.
in Miami.
This is the happiest PJ Tucker has been since he left this place.
Tiff, that man has never smiled.
Only way when he unboxes a new pair of shoes.
I like PJ. His head look like a milk dud though.
His hair looks like spray painted on. Like,
you know what he looked
he's
like?
got the
He
lowest
looked-
fade ever.
You remember? Y'all seen Amazing
He
He got that
Spider-Man?
Carlos Boozer.
Y'all seen the Amazing Spider-Man? The one with the Brazilian dude. I forget what his name
Miles
is.
Morales?
No,
What are you talking about?
the second Amazing Spider-Man
Well,
after
Andrew
the Tobey
Garfield.
Maguire shit. It was
Andrew
one in the
Garfield.
middle.
Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield.
Oh,
Ain't he Brazilian?
He's a Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Isn't Andrew Garfield Brazilian?
He's like English.
British.
Or British,
Same
yeah.
shit. Whatever.
John, if you're listening, you're Brazilian, buddy.
Whatever. You ain't
John.
goddamn
John got
immigrants.
that dump.
Brazilian.
No, but anyway,
Blanca.
he's not Brazilian. He's English. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway. PJ Tucker looks like the lizard from that movie.
Good night.
Oh, Tom Holland, by
Good
the
night. Good night.
Oh my god.
He looks like put that shit up next to each other. He looks just like the fucking lizard from that movie.
Andrew Garfield was born in Los Angeles.
That's bullshit. That motherfucker.
Yes, it's right
He got an
next to.
accent. Fuck, he got
Where
an
the accent come
for?
from? Don't tell me he one of those people that pick up a fake
Johnny
accent.
Depp made a fake accent, and that man grew up in
We all-
Broward.
Oh,
There
that
you
was.
go.
Oh no!
That
That was
ain't
a
PJ.
that was a jump scare. Take that down.
Oh no!
Bam, box out.
That's PJ after a rebound. Oh, come on.
That's Haywood.
See, I almost said something.
Hey,
Frankie, you can't put that up.
That wasn't me.
Uh-uh.
That one wasn't me.
That's the host.
we'll get that in February.
Alpha, I
host
almost
gotta
did
be
the
black.
voice. I almost did the
That one
voice.
was not me.
The host got to be black to put that shit up. I'm not the host tonight.
That one was not me.
Finger slip.
Outback said not this month.
What's up, my man, today?
911.
Goddamn.
My man outplayed Terry Rozier today.
He said, "I got your switch bus right here."
He beat the roll back their DEI policies, I guess. Shit. We out here just being offensive.
Kyle had a strong 3, 4, and 2. Like
Hey,
that's,
man.
that's a throwback Heat season right there.
That's a
Hey,
What's that?
hey, boy.
Courtesy of who?
Mm.
Look at them shoulders.
I'm supposed to get credit.
I'm gonna say one thing. Kyle was +4 and Rozier was -2.
Look at them eyes.
That's a good picture, Tiff. Look at that. Look at that
Rozier was
perfection.
-2 after the game he had. Oh,
Yeah.
God, he's
Kyle was
stuck.
+4.
He scored 20 points, Alf, on 17 shots today.
I gotta be
He-
honest.
That's a whole month from
On
Kyle.
17 shots.
That's
Yeah.
also a whole
Tip,
month
they
from
say you
Kyle.
forgot about Max
I mean,
Hey. You can
after that
say-
hair.
It's the hair.
Yo, the funny thing is, like Terry, I was ready to praise him, and then he turned into an asshole in the fourth quarter. Like, he became Terry again. I was like, well, good, because because I was convinced after this game he's back in the starting lineup.
In-game betting. He saw the live bet, and he's like, "Gotta hit the under."
Listen,
Why does Spo hate Duncan again?
It's February.
yeah. That's
Duncan's
right.
leading stat today was missed shots and turnovers.
Yeah, today
Duncan wasn't
a
good
game.
today.
I gotta
Today
be
was
honest, I didn't
not.
watch the game. I was glued to my phone.
Today isn't the day to defend Duncan.
I was too busy
Yeah.
playing my.
We know you
calculator.
didn't watch. You said Kyle had a good game.
Like I had a better game.
He didn't, not today.
He definitely
Uh,
did.
Terry won today, guys.
You took a shot. It's
I
a
gotta be
pretty
honest with
reliable
you.
shot.
I
There.
Look,
gotta be honest with you. I was
You're
like,
a gambling man. That was a smart game.
3 points
listen.
+4. I'm like, that's not so bad. And then I saw Terry at 20. I go, whoa, how'd that happen?
You
'Cause
said
Kyle's
Terry
starting
won today, Lou. Every time Terry wings, an angel loses a wing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Terry.
Every time.
Terry.
You know what's funny? If you look at if you look at what the Heat did today, right? And the terrorist war. If you look at what the Heat did today, could you imagine what it would feel like if they had that first round pick they gave up for Terry?
Oh my god.
Oh my
You
God.
would feel like they had a war chest, right?
Yeah,
mean-
we've never had those picks ever.
You would feel like they had a war chest.
Yep.
You would feel like, oh man,
I'd feel
Kyle
like-
came off the book. Yeah, that's how you would feel like, ooh, shit, we did something. But no, now you just feel like, well, now we're a normal team with draft picks every year.
Right.
Like
What it
that
feels like to beat Oklahoma
fucking
State.
Terry trade. My
Except for
God,
one.
man.
I think we all need to just take a step back, evaluate the
No more
situation.
step backs. No more step
step
backs.
No more carries.
Terry does enough of that. He
And,
hit the
get,
quota.
and I think we
Please.
all need to give Terry a chance.
Cherry.
Chance to what?
Jack said, this trade rejuvenated me. I'm gonna reset my trust on everybody. And literally, as he sent that message, Terry turned the ball over, and he goes, "Fucking Terry."
He had a good game. Did he have a good game?
He had for his standards,
Relatively.
sensational stretch of basketball for the
solid
last week, huh? He's back to
No.
his you know.
At
He's
the
alive.
end of
We'll
it
keep
all,
trade for him right now. You think?
and I think we'll
So
leave it
high.
on this. As much as we joked and we laughed, I thought Alp said it pretty wonderfully. Today's the end of an era. Today's the end of one of the greatest players who has ever put on the uniform for a team that's very storied, a team that has a lot of Hall of Famers, a team that has won a lot of titles. If you look up in the arena, you see legends and banners. There have been a lot of parades in front of
And
that arena.
Marino.
And Dan Marino and Michael Jordan, and Mark Anthony. I mean, a legend in his own right. And for that, I mean, we all, I think we're all really fortunate and lucky.
We're
And
gonna miss Josh.
I thought we gave to see forever,
Hit it.
but forever's gone away.
It's gonna be a strike, isn't it?
It's so hard
I see that you're leaving,
to
Jimmy.
say goodbye.
You was an asshole on the way out,
Yesterday.
but I still love you.